life experiences that we've gone through, us in the band, over the past few years. And just, from a place of a musical want beyond a soul want, after synthesis, we all were really hungry to rock and to bring, the energy of what we are, this band in this time on stage with our rock shows, into new music and a new heart and a new energy of that same band that we all love.
Great. So I'm going to try this.
Sorry, that was a lot. You might need to take notes with me. I'm long.
No, don't worry about it. Just go ahead. I have a good memory. Muy bien, pues prácticamente le digo que sí, son casi 10 años desde que sacaron un disco completamente original. Todos sabemos que en 2017 salió Síntesis, que son como reversiones en orquesta de algunos de sus clásicos y bueno, también un par de canciones nuevas, pero sacar un disco nuevo completo debe ser muy emocionante y que sentimos que si lo sacaron porque realmente querían, no porque lo necesitaban o porque tenían que hacerlo. Y dice, sí, definitivamente yo no puedo pararme desde un punto de vista de negocios o de business a pensar cuándo voy a sacar un disco, sino que soy una persona muy creativa y cuando necesito sacar lo que traigo dentro es que lo hago. Durante este tiempo, la banda, todos los miembros de la banda han pasado por momentos muy difíciles y muy duros y teníamos esa necesidad de comunicarlos. Al final del día lo que buscamos es transmitir eso y después de Síntesis todos teníamos muchas ganas de pararnos sobre un escenario o de volver a rockear canciones nuevas y necesitábamos esa novedad, la necesitamos para la banda y ser la banda que pues todo el mundo quiere que seamos y este fue el momento perfecto para sacar este nuevo disco, The Bitter Truth. I mean, we've heard songs, obviously some singles, and of course that we have both sides of Evanescence. I think you have more like really energetic songs with reefs and stuff like that. And you have the more mellow songs that speak more from the heart and, My Immortal, Bring Me to Life, this duality that's always going on. So do you plan that or does it just come naturally?
We're at a point now, I'm at a point now, where I feel like I can see Evanescence for what it is, in a way that I wouldn't have been able to the first or even the second time around because it was just still forming. And, always I'm going to leave myself and our band open for growth. And I think there is a lot of evolution on this album, but I think that at this point, there's something all encompassing about our view of what it means. And it's bigger than me and it's even bigger than us, in that our time, with the music and with our fans and our experiences together and the experiences and the life that we've all kind of shared through this music together, it just gives us a picture. We get it. Like we're tapped into what that is, and but that being said, we didn't know if there was going to be a ballad on the album. We had all the music before we had Far From Heaven. That was actually the last song to be added. And we just got okay with that. It was like, you know what? It didn't pop out, a lot of little ideas, but they didn't get finished. And this is just going to be a record that's more on the heavy side and doesn't have to have that, whatever, my immortal moment. I still think it's different than that, but to fill that space. And then it just happened, it was like the last piece of the puzzle that fell into place because it had to come out of me at the last. I think there are a lot of things about, and this is just like the way I feel. I feel like there's a lot of what I do that is kind of like a little bit of magic. It sort of comes from something else. I can't control it. I can make plans to do what we're going to do, but then there's other things that happen that will feel like they make more sense after they happen. I'm like, oh, wow, I'm so glad that happened. Like Wasted on You is one of those moments, where I was writing those lyrics about lockdown and COVID, but then that happened and suddenly it was like, wow, that's what this is about now. I don't know. You just sort of have to tap in and things happen. And I think this is just naturally who we are.
Great. Okay, go.
A lot. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's perfect. Because you're really clear with your ideas, so it's great. Bueno, pues básicamente le digo que hemos escuchado algunos sencillos, algunos adelantos de The Bitter Truth, este nuevo disco, y que son distintas las canciones y que juegan con esa dualidad que siempre hemos conocido de Evanescence, como por ejemplo, obviamente pongo los ejemplos Bring Me to Life y My Immortal. Una es como muy de pasión, de suavecita, ¿no? Tranquila, una balada, y la otra es más guitarra, riffs de guitarras y demás, y que también vemos esa dualidad en los sencillos que han salido. Y le pregunto si lo hacen conscientemente o simplemente sale natural. Y dice que la banda está en este punto, en un lugar donde ya han pasado todas las cosas que han pasado entre los fans y la banda, que ya ha habido esa conexión y que al final del día ya tienen la oportunidad de ver la fotografía o ver la imagen desde lejos y tener esa idea de que sí, eso es lo que realmente Evanescence es. Ella dice que ya la banda no se trata de ella, sino que es un conjunto y que bueno, pues a veces ella tiene esta dualidad y la tiene que meter de alguna u otra forma y la balada o se siente como que no cuadra en el disco o que no queda, así que lo dejaron simplemente fluir y la incluyeron ahí. Y básicamente esa dualidad o esas diferencias son lo que ha hecho la banda a lo largo del tiempo y que la hace ahora mismo y que no están pensando si es lo que le tiene que dar a los fans o no, sino que simplemente sale de esa forma. So, Amy, I'm going to make you a personal question. Well, not my question, one more, and then we're going to go through with the questions of the people, okay? Of course, you had videos released and a very special video that was quite exciting and different because we were in the middle of a pandemic. So if you would be able to share with us the experience of making that kind of video so different.
Wasted on You?
Yes.
Yeah, it means a lot to us. It means something different to us than any other video we've done because it's us. It's proof that we were just not going to let anything stop us. And we knew that we wouldn't be able to make a video as we typically make videos. But we also knew that we really wanted to share our music with our fans and be something good amidst so much hardship. And just be, part of the proof that life can go on and that we can go on, and maybe that would do something good for someone else who feels stuck and frustrated because, there's just been so much of that. But also, knowing that we couldn't do that meant, okay, well, how can we still give more? How can we still give more if it can't be, big production and big costumes and stuff? How can we give more in a different way? And we thought that we could give more of ourselves, give more of our real lives. And that is something that we haven't done in that way ever before, to really show our homes and use our families, to help us film it and catch us in moments where we weren't acting, and to just sort of connect with each other, and with everybody else who was doing the same thing that we were. That video will always be really special to us. We'll remember this time.
I mean, I think it was really, really amazing, really cute. So here I go. Básicamente le menciono a Amy que han sacado algunos videos, pero el que más llama la atención es Wasted on You, que es un video que hicieron en mitad de la pandemia y que decidieron hacer desde sus casas, ¿no? Mostrando a su familia, mostrando sus casas. Y entonces decían, aparte de darle nueva música a la gente, a los fans, ¿qué más podemos hacer si no podemos tener una gran producción con grandes vestuarios y grandes locaciones y como estamos acostumbrados? ¿Qué es algo más que le podemos dar a los fans que realmente muestre cómo nos sentimos todos? Porque todos estamos pasando por eso. Y es efectivamente la primera vez en nuestra carrera que mostramos nuestra casa, que mostramos nuestra familia y que quisimos conectar a ese nivel y fue una experiencia súper, súper linda. Okay, so let's go ahead with questions from the people. I have Ricardo from Grita Radio, and he wants to know, how do you feel that the band has matured from the first record to this last one?
Wow. Well, the first record, we were writing, first of all, with a totally different lineup, me being the exception. And, when I was still like in high school, from ages like 15 to 20, years old. So
Wow.
there's been a lot of growth since then, a lot more confidence. I think thematically, the music has definitely kind of gone from a place of fighting monsters and talking about the fear to more defeating it. Like there's more empowerment in that now, because I'm more empowered now. But musically, boy, the band has really grown. If you're anybody on here as someone who's seen one of our concerts in the early days versus one of our more recent ones, you know that difference. I have a really, really powerful group of musicians behind me now. And we've been doing this together for a long time. So there's just an energy there, and a mutual respect that is really, really, really crucial in the creation and the performance of our music. I think we've evolved in a lot of ways.
Great. Pues básicamente le hago la pregunta de Grita Radio, cómo siente que ha evolucionado la banda desde el primer disco hasta el último disco, y ella dice que han evolucionado en miles de formas. Para empezar, tienen una banda completamente diferente, con la excepción de ella, ¿no? Los miembros son diferentes, y que bueno, si mira al pasado, ella estaba con 15 a 20 años escribiendo letras y escribiendo música acerca de luchar contra los demonios y contra los problemas, y siente que ahora las letras son: ya le gané a esos demonios, a esos problemas, porque yo personalmente he crecido y he cambiado de una manera brutal y distinta. Así que ahorita tengo una alineación de músicos increíbles, hay muchísimo respeto, que es muy importante para poder tener una banda y salir adelante, y tenemos un espacio sano y tenemos un espacio en donde podemos crear la música sin esto del pasado, ¿no? Así que sí, definitivamente la banda ha evolucionado de muchas formas distintas. Okay, so Eduardo Patiño from Nora wants to know, do you think your new music will be able to attract new audiences from new generations that may not know you very well?
I always hope that. I really do. I've seen it happen a little bit every time. And I always hope that. We always hope that. But we're not trying to make music to appeal to a certain person. We, like I was saying before, we know who we are, and we know who our fans are too. And this is our world. People are always welcome, and the more the better for sure. But the goal is being true to ourselves always.
Ok, pues la pregunta que hace Eduardo Patiño de si creen que este nuevo disco podrá atraer a nuevas audiencias, a nuevos fans para Evanescence. Ella dice: siempre estamos abiertos y esperamos que llegue nueva gente, mientras más mejor. La verdad es que no estamos cerrados a eso para nada. Sin embargo, no estamos haciendo este disco para tratar de atrapar a nuevas audiencias, sino que sabemos quiénes somos, como decíamos antes, sabemos quiénes son los fans de Evanescence. Okay, we're doing great. Here we go. You okay? Everything okay, Amy?
Oh yeah, totally.
Great, great. So I'm gonna go ahead. Are you disappointed on releasing a new album and not being able to play it live? That's what John Fowler from Tennessee.
Yes. That is the one big thing that's missing from this time for us, is being able to, normally in this moment right now, we would be getting ready for the tour or on tour, putting together our show. That's always the next step after you finish an album, is like, okay, new era, new music, new show. So, when release day comes, our album will come out, and there is so much satisfaction in that, just having it be out there and knowing that our fans are getting it. That's more important. So that's why we're still doing it. But to in the moment be able to go play a show, yeah, we're gonna miss that. That's not right.
No.
We're looking at it like it's just gonna be that much more powerful when we can get back out there. We're gonna want it that much more. I think the fans will want it that much more. We'll be hungry for it. Everybody's hungry for live shows again right now. And we'll be able to really take the time to make a great show. That's for sure. So We are disappointed. Trust me. We talk about it all the time. Like, oh, we're not even together right now. So we can't even be alone listening to it, having a party. It's lame.
Yeah, I think it's super lame. But as you said, it's good to miss each other and then come back stronger, right? Yeah. Bueno, Telehit pregunta que si no están decepcionados de sacar un nuevo disco y no poder tocarlo en vivo. Y ella dice, claro que sí, qué aburrido, qué horror. El paso natural después de sacar un disco es básicamente tocarlo en vivo. Sí, la primera parte es darle a los fans lo que quieren, que es nueva música. ¿Pero qué? O sea, todo el mundo se muere de ganas y está hambriento por los shows y nosotros también. Sin embargo, si vemos el lado positivo, mientras más tiempo pase, más hambrientos vamos a estar y vamos a tener mucho más tiempo para dar un show mucho más espectacular. Pero oigan, ni siquiera estamos juntos, no podemos hacer una fiesta aquí, escuchar el disco y eso está súper, súper aburrido. Claro que estamos decepcionados, pero lo vamos a hacer.
With the recording process and the production of music, you know, we really took that and made it our own. But we didn't have to worry about the writing. Like, that was done wonderfully by Fleetwood Mac. So we could just take that and get together in the studio for the first time in this time as a band and make, you know, a song like that and kind of get a feel for what we were about to do.
Great. Bueno, pues pregunta por acá de Pólvora que ellos hicieron en 2019 un cover a The Chain de Fleetwood Mac, que estuvo en un juego que se llama Gears 5, y que cómo pasó esto. Y dicen, no, pues ellos ni siquiera estaban buscando una banda que hiciera toda la rola, ¿no? Nos buscaron básicamente porque querían hacer un tráiler del juego, pero al final se dieron las circunstancias y fue una situación perfecta para que nos pudiéramos juntar y ver cómo era hacer música de nuevo. No nos teníamos que preocupar por la parte de las letras y la composición, eso lo hizo muy bien Fleetwood Mac. Nosotros simplemente nos juntamos y pudimos ver cómo era estar en el estudio y ver a lo que nos íbamos a encaminar quizá con el nuevo disco, así que fue una oportunidad perfecta. Okay, so I'm gonna obviously there's some questions with more touchy subjects. If you feel comfortable answering them, you can. If not,
okay.
You don't, but you know, Alex del Arco from Hoy Toca Concierto says that in your last visit, obviously to Mexico, what happened in Hell in Heaven Not Fest, with the, you know, commentaries on social media with the, you know, the drums in flames and all that. Did you ever consider to use this image as a cover for the new album, or was it significant for you?
Well, it was significant. We've seen some things, but that's the first time that's happened, you know, to us like that, and we don't blame our fans. Things went wrong that day that were not our fault and not the fans' fault. But the way it ended was tragic. That's the last show we didn't play. I mean, we were supposed to play, and then we haven't played since. It was just kind of the beginning of a really weird time for us, but we put it into the chain. We had to fly home that next day, devastated. And you know, on the plane, I was thinking, like, how do we spin it? How do we take these lemons and turn it into something good? You know,
lemonade.
That's right. I think what I said online was like, hey, when life gives you lemons, set them on fire. Then we came back and we did the video, and I was like, we got to set the drums on fire. Like, we got to, like, do something with this, like, turn it into something that we own, that was our choice, and take that power back, you know, from a bad moment. And it felt really good to do that.
Oh, great. I mean, I think you did it well, and definitely please don't blame the fans. It was just a cumulus of weird stuff going on. But yeah, here we go. Bueno, pues hacen una pregunta muy interesante. Evidentemente, Alex del Arco de Hoy Toca Concierto dice, bueno, pues en la última visita que tuve Evanescence a México, lo que pasó en el Hell and Heaven y en el Not Fest, todos sabemos lo que pasó, batería en llamas y demás, y si pensaron en utilizar esa imagen, ¿no? Para portada del nuevo disco, y ella dice, no, pues no culpamos a nuestros fans de lo que pasó, fue la última vez que supuestamente íbamos a tocar en vivo, y simplemente se dieron las circunstancias, fueron muchas cosas malas que pasaron en ese momento, regresamos a casa devastados, pero sobre todo en el vuelo de regreso yo estaba pensando, ¿cómo puedo hacer para, si la vida te avienta limones, hacer limonada, ¿no? Hacer algo bueno de ello. Obviamente tenemos que prender la batería y sacarle todo el jugo y volverlo algo nuestro, ¿no? Algo que nosotros decidimos. Y pues eso es lo que tratamos de hacer y lo compartí en las redes sociales y ese es el mensaje, no culpamos a nuestros fans para nada. Lo que pensamos es que pues, fue el principio de una etapa muy rara y muy loca, pero lo contesta con mucha amabilidad y con mucha buena onda y con buena vibra. Okay, so here I go. We have another question. Amy, would you be willing to do a collaboration um, with any Mexican rock singer? Have you thought about it?
Yeah, I am always open to cool collaboration, and honestly, the more the more different the artist is than myself, the more I like it because it's cool to take two very different things and create something new, out of the contrast. So whether that's a rock musician or something else, absolutely. I've been thinking about that. Just about Spanish and our fans, particularly in Latin America, and how strong our relationship is and has been over the years. I would love to do something special for you. I'm not positive what that is. I was thinking a little bit about Use My Voice and what if we did like some kind of a Spanish version or something. I don't know. I just want to think of something creative though. It's got to be like dedicated, not like a side note. But absolutely, I would be open to that. If you got any recommendations, send it to me.
I'm sure they'll make them to you in social media soon. Pues por acá preguntan si estaría dispuesta a colaborar con algún artista mexicano de rock o alguien parecido. Dice, sí, lo he estado pensando un montón. La verdad es que me encantaría. He estado pensando acerca del lenguaje, del español, especialmente para hacer algo chido para nuestros fans en Latinoamérica. Que bueno, pues no queremos hacer algo así como que, bueno, quizá una traducción al español, una versión en español de alguna rola que ya haya salido, pero no queremos tampoco hacer así como una nota al pie de página. Queremos hacer algo con dedicación y algo completamente pensado para los fans de Latinoamérica. Así que lo he pensado mucho. Si tienen alguna recomendación de algún artista mexicano con el que Evanescence pudiera hacer una colaboración, por favor, háganmela llegar. Okay, so we're further than halfway through. And I have here from Puebla, Karen Itzel, dice, it's different about this new album compared to the others that have been released, and what surprises can we find in the bitter truth? Will there be collaborations? I don't think there are collaborations in this album, right?
No, not other than just all my friends on Use My Voice. Actually, there is one other. The intro, uh, the beginning of the album, there's a pretty dramatic intro that was a collaboration between myself and Scott Kirkland from the Crystal Method. He did this beautiful electronic landscape that just served as this just beautiful place to sing over and sort of set up what's about to come in the first, proper song of the album. And that came about really naturally in a really cool way. We just met on tour and, traded numbers. And I was like, you ever got any ideas? You want somebody to sing on? Send it to me. And we just were sending each other little ideas. And then he sent me that one. And I got this whole idea about the stuff that I was working on and glued it to a song and made it into a thing. And that was really cool. I love collaborating.
Great. Bueno, pues a la pregunta si hay algunas colaboraciones en el nuevo disco. Dice, bueno, aparte de todos mis amigos en la rola Use My Voice, hay un intro donde Scott de Crystal Method hizo unos arreglos y unos loops y entonces nos conocimos cuando estábamos en gira y dijimos, pues hay que hacer algo, hay que colaborar y pequeñas partes y pequeños pedacitos y los fuimos juntando y me encanta colaborar, así que me encanta que haya estado ahí en ese intro. So here I have Charlie Alfaro, Key Life. Dice, what's your favorite song on the album?
That's an impossible question. Troy and I were just talking about this yesterday. We had an interview together, and he's like, I can't. He's like, I've gotten to where I just say a different song every time.
Yeah, whatever.
It's just because, like, they all, it sounds cliche, but they all are. Like, they all make up one thing. And it wouldn't be complete like with just one, and you spend so much time making one, it'd be hard to set it apart from the others. I literally, I'm not sure, like it's kind of a mood thing. Like when I get in the car and it's like, cool, which one am I going to jam today? It's more about how I'm feeling and what I need, which is cool because I mean, I think that's proof of it being an album that serves a lot of purposes as a listener. You can go there for different reasons. I can't pick a favorite. I can't.
Good, good. It's like picking a favorite child.
That's what
That
they
wouldn't
say.
be
That's
right.
what makes it cliche. I know. I'm such
Yeah. Bueno, pues le pregunta que cuál es su canción favorita del nuevo disco y ella simplemente dice, no puedo escoger una canción favorita del disco. O sea, lo estaba platicando con los otros miembros de la banda y yo ya estoy en el punto en el que cada vez que me preguntan eso contesto una canción diferente, porque realmente no se puede. Uno se acerca al disco desde diferentes puntos de vista y bueno, al final del día tiene muchas formas de utilizarse y pues un día puede ser una y el otro día puede ser la otra. Lo que nos gusta es eso, la variedad en el disco y no, jamás podría contestar esa pregunta. Le digo, sí, es como, es como escoger a tu hijo favorito y dice, sí, es un cliché totalmente. I have a question from Lucila Cetina, Ruido Blanco. She wants to know if there's a particular song that you remember singing a lot during the lockdown. No, it doesn't have to be yours.
Oh, just that I liked during lockdown.
Yeah.
I really like that whole Billie Eilish record a lot.
Great.
I know, I mean, I'm joining the chorus of many, but for good reason. It's really, really good. It's really from the heart. It's really dark. I just really found myself loving the whole thing. If I had to pick one, maybe You Should See Me in a Crown.
Ok. Bueno, pues a la pregunta de si hay alguna canción que ella recuerda haber cantado mucho durante el encierro, durante la pandemia, durante la cuarentena, dice, no sé. Y luego dice, ¿saben qué? Me encanta el disco de Billie Eilish. O sea, es muy oscuro, viene desde el fondo y pues sí, definitivamente me encanta estar, pues sí, me encanta y me identifico con ese disco.
We really can't wait to come back.
Thank you. You always make me cry. I was like, yeah, that's right. You're damn right.
My job, right? I'm the little girl. Everybody's supposed to be crying.
No, but you make us smile as well. It was so nice to meet you. I really feel lucky and big distant hugs, but close hugs.
Yeah, thanks. Same.
You're welcome. Bueno, pues ahí estuvo Emily. Básicamente cierra diciendo
Muchas
adiós
gracias.
a todos. Gracias a ti. Adiós. Ella ama México. Ama México, les encanta. La primera vez que alguien los hizo sentir especialmente famosos, que hicieron videos caseros, que los compartieron con la gente y que de verdad, así como sintieron que tocaron sus sentimientos, fue aquí en México y que ya quieren compensar este estúpido show que salió mal y lo quieren hacer con todo. Y le digo que casi nos hace llorar y dice, ese es mi trabajo. Hacerlos llorar a todos y digo que también sonreír. Thank you, Amy.
Bye.